inside the year 2026. I want to take this opportunity for welcoming all to the government's weekly press and civic engagement with the government of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, the carrots to the people of Sierra Leone on a weekly basis. I want to thank you to all with the participate, all the stations there across the country where they carry live, all we partner them, including we social media blogging partner them. One for tell them thank you. I tell thank you to our partners and supporters, including VSO, the Make Sure Relay Live Sign Language, UNDP, the Chinese governments, Sierra Leone, Aminata Petroleum, and others, where they partner with the ministry all the time. We consistent partner as well, Africell, one for tell them plenty take care as well for the support we provide to you. Today we cover two major sectors. We get health and energy. The minister will today on the way, and they will be there any minute from now, and we will start forget the conversation. But while we wait for them as usual, we get quite a few issues for reporting, and I will start with the cabinet conclusions. On the 3rd of June, the cabinet chaired by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio, we convene and then we take some important decisions there we get to affect the people of Sierra Leone. And under President Bio leadership, we don't decide to say cabinet conclusions must be made public for the citizens there. So I'm pleased for present a summary of the last cabinet conclusions for the first time to the people of Sierra Leone. Number one, cabinet may approve the revisions to the fiscal stability agreement with the Leone Afrique Metals for the Kalamba lithium project for alignment with the existing laws and for strengthening implementation. These revisions, cabinet be dual. So we don't already approve this agreement, but the Minister of Finance will read the agreement, come back for us for revisions. So all the terms will align with the existing laws of the country. So we don't do that again. The second one, it relates to trade and industrial development of the country. Cabinet will approve the renewal of the agreement with 5-star food industries, food processing investments, and local manufacturing. Since 2021, the company will invest nearly $25 million in food processing and packaging operations in Salone. This renewal and follow government allow for support the local manufacturing and also President ambition for getting more manufacturing and industries in the country, and this renewal towards that as well. Cabinet may also approve the new investment agreements between the government of Sierra Leone and Simora Limited. Simora Limited, a company we intend to invest 30 million for transform existing facilities into a modern cement manufacturing plant for produce cement for both local consumption and exports. This company had a takeover where Dangote be closed. This company then carry the money for take over these plants for bring and come back to life and make the investment for long continue for increased local production of cement. Cabinet may review and approve the agreements. Cabinet may also approve the revised micro, small, and medium enterprise policy. This new policy aims for strengthening what they call MSME sector through innovation, digital transformation, expanded access to finance, and integration of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence and advanced digital platform. This policy will position Sierra Leone small business and entrepreneurs for compete more effectively in the modern economy. Cabinet will also approve investment agreements with Majestic Manufacturing Company. Majestic Manufacturing Company. The company they propose to invest $38.3 million in manufacturing operations, including production facilities, quality assurance systems, and distribution network. This again are part of government's broader commitment for to get more industries inside the country. The next one that cabinet may also approve higher education daily subsistence allowance. So the Minister of Technical and Higher Education will come with a paper for establish a standardized national framework for official travel by higher education personnel and students, and for improved transparency and accountability in expenditure management, and for align this with institutional practices for government when it comes to DSA. Cabinet, they approve that memorandum. And finally, I graduate my colleague, the outstanding Minister of Health, just of January, and paper, that be the last paper and the last cabinet. Cabinet, they approve the Mental Health Bill 2026. This is a big bill. I shall say the minister will maybe touch on that. But this Mental Health Bill, Cabinet approved for send and go Parliament, for the minister go table. The goal is to modernize the mental health framework, replace that old colonial era legislation. We will treat people who get mental health issues, like say, then in very negative ways, and for move to a rights-based and community-centered approach. This legislation will strengthen mental health governance, improve access to service, protect the rights of people away they live with mental health condition, and respond to the long-term effect of conflict, disease, and other traumatic experiences there we begin in the country. So that are the last and final cabinet's conclusion from the last cabinet we hold. Next, I want for transition to the news. We get updates we want to share with now, and then I'll come out to the panel we will get for today. As we have been seen at the news, His Excellency will go conduct inspection of the ongoing construction of the facility we will get. Please, somebody help coming. The state-of-the-art conference facility and presidential villas with the government of Salone they construct currently, and for let it be ready in time for the 69th ordinary session of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, which will happen at Freetown in the next month. I see the minister this now. She come in this way. Okay, excellent. Secondly, President Bill will attend the Mass Ship Partners Thank You event. Again, maybe the minister will talk about that. As we know, Mass Ship will celebrate the successful conclusion of the humanitarian 3-year mission to Salone, and they affirm and continued commitment for support the work we minister to do in the healthcare sector in Salone. Number 3, the second batch of the 266 Salone home-based Hajj pilgrims may arrive safely back in Salone yesterday, 8 June 2026. I want to say on this Hajj thing, I want to tell you what I can say also Salone today. For the past few years now, the government of President Bill don't masterfully handle Hajj, almost any controversy. And they go and come back peacefully, no issue, because presidents don't put in a very competent team who don't manage this. We say congratulations to Muslim brother and sister that we return from Hajj, and we thank Allah for the success of their journey. Another big news now that 9 of the individual will be cancelled as part of the third country national agreement. I remember with this conversation we go on. Some people let me say we don't sell the country, because people learn, bad people learn, the Canaya, and other for go again. We assure the people of this country say we've been very deliberate with the third country national agreement. One, not only ECOWAS citizens of the Canaya. 2, you get a competent body, we manage them with the Canaya. We get a clear framework, and we get a process by which we just pay transit points. And we're very pleased to announce last week, 100% of the one that will be carried as first part of the first batch don't safely return to the country then. No issue no happen, no problem no happen. One for tell His Excellency, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, with other Patrick Robin, Willie Ron, Kenva, the consulting group, plenty thank you for that excellent work day. Finally, this is more internal news for we attend this ministry in press conference. On behalf of the ministry and the staff, we want to extend with sincere condolence. So we are all, and we are part of this family. One by the outstanding journalists we can cover this press conference. Mr. Mohamed Toure been lost in life over the past 2 weeks, where we say a very young man been lost in life. One for extend condolences to his family. I understand in Peking Denaya. After this press conference, we go get a conversation with them. The ministry want for also express condolence to all as well as say, I'm an active member. Always they with me, always they call me, always they I'm PV, but we don't lost now, unfortunately, with the praise say his soul will continue for rest in perfect peace. I will stay after this press conference for talk to now all, for let me talk about what we need for do as well, so we pay appropriate respect to the brother where we lost. Alright, now at the end of the news, now we come to the panel program. I want to welcome my colleague, the Honorable Minister for Health. I think say one of the most outstanding ministers in the government of Salon today, and we also they deliver. They do a fantastic job at the Ministry of Health, and they have plenty news for reports and engage with Dr. Austin Denby. Good afternoon and welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, the Civic Commission.
Thank you, sir. We also get here, and I know say you already in the building, you will join the panel in a minute. The Honorable Minister for Energy, Mr. C. Arnold Grant. I think I am very first step where you can at the press conference. And then last but by no means the least, we got a feminist activist, editor of one of the leading newspapers in the country and CEO of Women's Voice Online TV, Madam Femi Koka, within the area we can share in perspective on the two issues here we can talk about now today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Minister. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much. Just what I say Femi and I create the talk. I say no must be English words. But small. Minister, we can straight to you. We have two major issues where I really want for you talk about. One is to provide a general update on the health situation, and with that also for address the level of preparedness for any emergency. As Ebola happens, the Iranians immediately would get, with the fear, everybody want to know what's going to happen. It would be nice for them to share some updates. And I think I will left the second question because I will come back to you for talk about the period against campaign, when one of the big things I want to see the chapter. But first I will talk about the general situation and we'll level of preparedness. I'll give you 10 minutes.
So thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Again, I see where I'm not saying this Civic business, like genetic business. I see where you about the article and the rap. We make you also proud. Congratulations and thank you. For well, body business all start first with the Ebola situation. First, we not get any Ebola in Sierra Leone, zero at this point. So a good starting point there. But because of the experience in 2014, 2015, we know in which the problem come now, we anticipate and prepare for it. So a couple of major accomplishments. First, after the Ebola outbreak, the government on the side say that they will not be ready, will not be prepared. So the first thing we hear His Excellency do now for help establish the National Public Health Agency. The National Public Health Agency then get three simple roles within for play. First, now institutional home for health security. Anything we ever do with outbreak situation at the house, you get three major tasks there. One, now for prevent an outbreak in our country. Number two, now for prepare for ready for an outbreak. Number three, now if an outbreak occur, now for container. So now Nadani then get back 24/7. They get an active site what they call a watch station, which is on there. At the same time, they get expert field epidemiologists there with the non-trained. Within all the districts there, everywhere in the country, all the border places there. The main role now for watch will see how things they go on, so that they will able for alert quick and will respond quickly. Speed now the essence. So far, all the areas in this year happen DR Congo and Uganda. We activate the preparedness now the country through the National Public Health Agency. First, we know say if this virus is come, it in Congo, go fly all the way, go water come, It very likely say the route of entry into the country now through the airport. Because plane and then now they come out DR Congo, plane and then they come out Uganda, we can stop in Nairobi, stop in Addis, by evening time it already here. If somebody gets sick in the incubator, it can reach us within 24 hours. So we number one step now for say, at the airport, would they deny entry of this virus? How would they deny entry? Two things. First, would they make sure say, anybody with the cancel now, you register in advance. When you register in advance electronically, you tell who say you don't pass, who say you don't go, who say you don't pass, or if you say you don't come out from the area, will they get heightened security and watch for you. The second part for the denial, now where you can, as you reach inside, will they check everybody in temperature and make sure say one of the signs then for this Ebola, even though in the incubator your temperature will rise. So one check that one day, At the same time, we offer hand sanitizer then and information packages where people then come. First, we make sure say they not bring the sick come. When they bring the sick come, one know outside and get for tap with them there. So they make sure say we know outside and they will track them, say we know stay in the left and watch them and monitor them for that period. Now the main access there. The second, we don't know say people that can go Conakry instead, and Conakry then they can come by boat or by road. So when you come by boat, we ensure we get the same kind of security preventive measure station, na sea coach, when at the main entry point there. At the same time, you come by road, we work on Balamoya. Thirdly, we work with our Liberian counterpart and also now the Sierra Leone Liberia border to make sure that we enhance surveillance. We work with all other parties and they for make sure say the signal come, but if you can't say we're ready for it. All of the sites, we don't get lab, we get 6 labs that we're able for tests. Even with this new strain we didn't get. We get lab and now we get primer and we go able for detector. Also, if the case can have for manager, Ebola case management for the Bulgaria or the Zaire strain are the same. We make sure say we get all of the tools that were available. Curative drug not the vaccine not the, but you keep this and ensure say the case not expand, it not get worse, because you not die and not expand to other people. We also don't identify a clear location in the western area. all the border area there, we don't get clear education away. If somebody is sick, we know side for who. We don't teach people now how to manage them, how to prepare for them, how to protect themselves, and how to protect the population. So I think say we're ready. We're ready, but the proof of the readiness and when the first case comes. So if you're not going to airport, now CC will get enhanced surveillance. They will make sure say it not interrupt the flow of traffic, but at the same time, we watch everybody when they can inside the country. And the answer that for that side.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Minister, I will just follow up now on the general health updates since you last came. With all the new facilities, we see you launch new things. The Ministry of Health is a ministry where they score multiple goals. So, provide some updates to the public on USAID, on some of the benchmarks that we've been on set.
So for well-body business, again, well-body business and all my business. In this country, I saw totally the president. We make a commitment, say, deposit. Depositing in well-body now the primary thing what they focus on. Not to malaria, not to TB, not to, because one person can get malaria today, get TB tomorrow, get HIV the other day. So therefore look at the one person. So we don't change the complete healthcare delivery system now when they focus on the person. And if we're not able to see all the people that are in the country, we don't decide to say, hey, now this place has to follow life stages. The Bella woman, now a good starting point. All the Bella women in this country that we want to make sure say all 350 to 450,000 pregnancies, we see them. And we provide all the services for them, for their own well-body and the well-body of the baby. At the same time, we make sure say with this baby born, we make sure say he born safely. And after he don't born between 0 and 60 months, all what you need for do for our well-body business, for let it thrive, we carry them out. After you don't pass that stage now, for let you go school. School health, the major focus because we are letting the beginning land. But that's not that they land, they're not able to land if they're not well. So we get a deliberate effort for redesigning the healthcare system around school health. And in fact that we get free healthcare, means a lot of people in the can't school now. So one provider service for them until you become adult and until you become senior citizen, that we now also. But the problem now, the Beloma in healthcare need is different from the beginning, it's different from the adolescent, it's different from the senior citizen. So you don't make one size fits all. You get for customize the healthcare delivery. So the whole they do now 3 major things with the plan. First, would they improve primary healthcare? Primary healthcare now for make sure say healthcare it go as close to the people as possible. Now we get a PhD, the primary healthcare unit there. We make sure say we staff them, we make sure say we renovate them, we make sure say they get supplies and they get drugs. The second thing now, as how they do their primary healthcare, some complex cases that they do what they need for Canada the hospital. So when they Canada the hospital for already. So first historically, the investment in hospital lobbying and stuff. But now what we do now, we invest very, very heavily on the hospital now. I mean, we build new hospital there. We equip the hospital, we bring modern equipment inside it. In fact, that's how they speak. So we build brand new hospital, 100-bed hospital in Carina. We build 100-bed hospital in Pajama. We build 100-bed hospital in Moyamba. At the same time, high quality. But Mr. Minister, I can forget back to you. So we get for ensure say we get high quality service now. So now we don't buy CT scan. And the CT scan, we first in past you go Ghana forget CT scan or you go pick up work money. Now we get top of the line CT scan now Columns Hospital here. At the same time we get similar top of the line at Kenema. We make sure say we get there also all over the country. We get ultrasound machine there. We need to make sure that you watch the pregnancy, watch how the baby they grow, and the baby they see in face all those smart things that we slowly they inside the womb. We get 10 of them high-end, nearly 4D images. We don't distribute them all over the country. We don't receive about 15 new dialysis machines. We deploy one all over the hospital. So again, as I say, with the focus on primary health care, we also focus on secondary and tertiary care. We focus on on referral systems. Again, referral system now for make sure so we get strong connection between primary health care and the secondary and tertiary care. So we really do ambulance normal now, you know, for say, you want ambulance to Kenema, you want Nabo. We get ambulance service. We they cover the whole country. All the ambulance then get GPS device where they know who side they at any point in time. All the ambulance then get staff inside it. We're able to maintain and manage the patient. All the ambulance then get oxygen and get supplies inside it for able to do their work. And you can call the 117 number at any time, then we're able to track you and find out who's at the closest ambulance there. As soon as they dispatch the ambulance they talk to the nearest hospital, they get there ready. So that as you go inside the way they pick you, they will carry you go and the proper hospital ready for you. Again, all that here they go on, we they see the result there. You get much better health outcomes. When I say so, you not cover the one whole country, but we get much better health outcomes. We they see improvement there. For the doctor, the first step will be to train about 30 doctors for a year, 50 doctors maximum. You need about 5,000 to 7,000 doctors for an 8 million population. Right now, with a build brand new facility in Nigeria, first in the classroom there, not big issue there. We get brand new facility, we will get up to 1,000 seating capability in Nigeria. At the same time, the doctor that we don't train, we don't want to do postgraduate training, we want to do residency with a bill of $4.5 million facility in Lakaya, so for them. So right now, the number of doctors that will be trained now move from about 30 a year to about 200, 250 a year. We look for they be up to about 300 a year. As how they train now, that's how they deploy them, that's how they move them closer to and we decided to deliver service. The same with nurses, the same with midwives. Not they only train the numbers now, we train the supervisors, we also the training make sure so they get the right equipment for do their work. And at the end of the day, we already assess ourselves now by workshops, by meetings, by whatever. We assess ourselves by health outcomes. How we don't change maternal mortality, how we don't change infant mortality, how we don't increase survival rates, how we make teenagers then get reduced teenage pregnancy. Now that indicator that they will look now, and by all accounts, Salon they do very, very well.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Health. And I say, Minister, will they deliver? Mr. Minister, will come back to you, but like give you a minute so you catch your breath. So we will transition to the Minister of Energy for now. I think when the Minister of Health they talk, you will really see the point where I can make and say, so this court can be day at all. On every single indicator, the Minister, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of personnel audit, in terms of the approach to the healthcare system, in terms of the level of preparedness, level of investment, on every single one of them, we are definitely headed in the right direction. We thank you for your leadership, sir. Now we get, I can say right now, Mr. Minister, you are the most popular minister for better and worse, I can say. The Minister of Energy. First, congratulations. This is the first step we become now we public town square again many people always ask questions about energy level of preparedness. This morning I think I've been engaged with you, I've been into so lots of questions on energy and all. Just give you an opportunity for you to present a top level analysis of the energy sector and the country, the situation of the country, and give people them an indication of which you work on, which people will expect in the next few months as we go forward. You can use that like this.
Thank Honorable Minister. Yes, for good or bad, me are the most popular minister at the moment. And I think the easy way we can say that is that over the last few weeks to few months, we get boku blackouts as usual during the height of the dry season. But I tell God, end up in Canada. And we know why that can be, because obviously one of the biggest suppliers of energy to the system. Now the Bumbuna hydroelectric dam, we by then 10 years old, May, and they were taking on July, and in fact, we can get for hot the turbine for them we do annual maintenance. So I tell God thank you, that maintenance they don't done. I think the press release will come out make all man scared, because people they say how that 12 days we will be predict say we will hot the turbine with the one whole country we can't get blackout. But that is not to be the case, as I already explained. Every year the water and the dam they go down. Say the turbine know they produce enough energy for Can and the Freetown network. So at that point, they make sense for the way they want to. Where the turbine go down that 10 day, we can rely on car power, we can rely on the generation point and the Kington in Blackwell Road. For there we get power into the Freetown network at least. Then all the other side, like McKinney and Magoka, we can give them fuel for let them say run at that time. But let all man know say now the yearly maintenance not done. Bumbuna enough water don't go to the reservoir enough of years. And now Bumbuna they generate 10 megawatts constantly, between 9 and 10 megawatts. So until I think it go up to 10.8 this morning when they generate. And now they work with the copper generation with the supply at least the town network, the supply McKinney, Magoka, and so on and so forth. So in terms of what the future, we don't say it's going to be very bright. They talk about the plans that we'll get. In fact, tomorrow, His Excellency, they can meeting with me for launch, for commission, the completed 30 megawatt solar project. This project has also done. It is supply 30 megawatts of power. It also gets 15 megawatt hour battery backup for supply the Freetown network. Another component of that project we call an respite project. It's the emergency, the regional emergency solar project where we launched, where World Bank helped me launch in 5 countries, including Salone. But what do we do with Leone? We divide them. We say, okay, some of that power they go can Newton. The other power now we put an Alunge, we put 10 megawatts solar and Newton, where instead we will complete by the 16th to the end of this month. That they will complete. We now run the line, the plant not complete, we run the line, the plant, all the way back to the substation Lunge. So Lunge now, in terms of Lunge town, will get 10 megawatts of power compared to the 1.5 megawatts we get from that thermal machine we did now. That thermal machine they cost me quite a bit for put fuel inside for lighter, for supply Lunge town and the environment. So now when this solar will come on, the cost will be very, very, very low, less for the EGTC will supply power to Lunge. And we don't say with more power the way they can to Lunge, Lunge will now develop as the next city. I mean, together with His Excellencies and the ECOWAS project what they do, the Congress Hall and the hotel and the chalets that we're doing, we know that that now will become a prime destination, not only for conferences, but the city. We hope that the city will expand in that direction and we'll have a new city born in Lunge. So now, energy and development and vision, I think move so in that direction there. In terms of the rest of the country, we get Boku other projects when we get planned. Again, I can talk about in the Freetown network, we get 2 other projects that I can talk about. We get one project with another 20 megawatts where they Benguima. And when I don't say what's the weakness part the network, the Freetown network, it not go outside. And it tap where you get at the peninsula, the Freetown network, the generation will come out in. It just it's sources that they tap. Anything below sources, all man will see it below sources and generator and solar they get. So now through the Japanese, they don't fund me for let we do an additional line, a more capacity 33 kV line, where they come come all the way down to Benguima and connect back from Benguima back to Newton. Now at Benguima, we get another IPP where they build a 20 megawatt solar with battery backup, Innovent. We do break ground in about 3 weeks now, and they don't begin to do the panel themselves. So that now, in terms of supply and power from the peninsula, from the bottom can up, that they go help with. Then we get the Nance project, we all man don't talk about. We see where the turbine land, now what are killing, pull out the big project. And then they will be 108 megawatts, 108, 120 megawatts. And people like they say that will lie, but you can go see the projects themselves. Tomorrow, when President launches project, we will issue press release, we will show the picture, the drone photograph of the Newton project. We will issue also photographs of the in-progress land project. They want to see where the development will take place. Now they are the most complicated project we don't see because the site's small, but the amount of work where they don't do already, the amount of concrete where they don't bury in terms of the foundation already, you tell them say we're really serious for this. That project they will begin to generate power first quarter 2027. We will push them for them to accelerate, but we don't say that power, they once it comes down, one whole area, that Wellington, Kisik area, they go transform, because now you will get reliable power, where you go want the power not go shake, as they say, the power not go shake self, because that's what we need to develop. Without power, without energy, we know we'll get investors and we can't invest for firm factory them, for building them, for letting employ with you. So one thing leads to another. So without power at the bottom line, at the basis of development, we're not going to move forward. So the project that we're going to also now, then at the basis now of the new direction in energy we hope for, we will transform the economy. It's not enough, and we need more. And we are going to make plans, we're making additional plans. We also will plan, Bumbuna we talk about, we don't sign a $70 million contract with donors where they will give you $70 million, two donors, Badia and the OPEC fund, they don't give you $70 million. They just can't do the final due diligence about 2 weeks ago. Then they go to a board where they go approve that loan now. And what do they do? Everything I want online to know. The Bumuna project where we get, we another 50 megawatts we supply with. When they built in the 1970s and then APC then commissioned in 1990s, early 2000s. That project they don't be ever complete. So we now don't spend any money for can put additional turbine panel. We will give you an additional 50 to 60 megawatts. We will make sure say all the water that we wanna go if you not go Bumuna during the season when the water don't full up. That's what water they waste because we don't get the capacity for use the water for generating electricity. So once we build that project will go for start at the end of this year. Once the loan are approved, we don't go to EPC, we don't bid out, they don't do the documentation. We for begin build that project by the end of this year, early next year. Once that is completed, we will now have, instead of this 50 megawatts, we will get at the peak of the season, we will get 100 megawatts of power through Bumbuna. And so that's also a step in the right direction. Along the CLSG, I hope people there understand when I say CLSG. One of the longest transmission lines we will get in Salon. Now the Côte d'Ivoire, so they call it C for Côte d'Ivoire, CL, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. That line they come out Ivory Coast, they come through Liberia, they go through Salon into middle. And where they come out Salon, they end up in Guinea. That line they bring energy from both Guinea and from Ivory Coast at the same time. So when we start able to generate the own power, we start to sell to enable them depending on the capacity. So that line now, they bring power to 5 substations in Salon. I think Kenema, not in order, but I would say Kenema, Kamakri, I don't forget the other. Yes. But anyway, 5 substations a day, where they supply power to at the same time. What we also do that then substation, they will get Boku project the way proposals where they come, where they also build solar projects at those intersections. We now, based upon the geography of Sierra Leone, anywhere within 100 kilometers of those substations now, we can send line go out and be able to supply power to agricultural businesses, to any business we want to develop in Salon. In addition, what we do that, project in Boku, but na patients number for wetland project in the land and it will happen. Two big projects we have for talk about, we will bring a solution to people there. We also they do a transmission line, a 66 kV transmission line from Kenema, where they intersect the CLSG, to Kailao. And that's ongoing right now. They don't begin bid, they evaluate the bid, and then they will be very shortly. We also do it from to Kabbalah from the CLSG line. So 2 major towns now will get direct connection for the people in the ensure that they get 24 hours light. So the project they go, and we can go on and on and on, but the patience no more. You know, say lights, you know the solar business day one day. It's an ongoing process, but we're very aggressive in making sure that we're delivering for the people of Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. As I say, I commend you again. I just imagine, say, we get 2 of the biggest sectors in the country, and 2 of, frankly, the best performing under President Buhari leadership, but a lot of people don't understand this yet. When it comes to particular energy, I mean, tell somebody, say, if the next election is contested on energy, we will win in a landslide. I'm 100% confident of that, and we will win at the campaign. If na energy no one at the debates about the next election, we will win the landslide. I will assure you of that. Because of the kind of investment that we minister just talked about. You know, even mentioned MCC, the $500 million with the car, NANS, look at the value we just talked about, look at all the other additional projects we don't talk about, increasing significant generation, significant distribution. Mr. Minister, I want to answer this question a little bit more directly. When the city forgets reliable, constant electricity, when the people of Freetown will expect over the next period of time, you know, I think I can like convey the question, will they get, who said the lights will come at the end of the tunnel, the question of the topic and unity input for you today. But let me focus first on Freetown, because most of the commentaries na Freetown and they can forget, say, we don't get lights all over this country. Let me tell them, say, the village, Jinibago, no, the one they get lights. And President Bill make sure, say, now what past this, and this, I will put job. Sir, I reach there, I turn on the bulb, the wonder of a light bulb coming on, the people of Jinibago, thanks to President Bill and the experience that day. So, we'll get to this question. When we expect the light, CCT, and Freetown, all things equal, of course. Yeah.
Thank you for that question. They make a member, somebody, one blogger quote me recently. He said, can say mid-June, all will be good, we'll get lights and Freetown. But not to be the question, not to be the answer that are very measured and very direct where they answer the kind of question there. Who said Freetown will get lights? We know will shake as a people. And that is the question also. All right, I don't talk about the respite project. What thing I don't mention about the respite project is that waiting respite they do not only solar no more, it give you the ability for actually send light into the Freetown network from the east. Where we look the map of Freetown, where we look at Newton, Usai Watalode, Usai Kisi, or anything, that is at the east. Right now, the network now one side no more when they inject electricity into the system. In turn. So then they, as soon as you can imagine, they create an unstable system, and that's part of the issue that they will face. If now one side no more is sending electricity, can you imagine from Kington, anything from Bumbuna, where you can inside na Kington dinner, even from Kappa Chief na Kington they go where they distribute them. So from Kington now, that light they come out, it can all the way Sussex, or that light they come out, it go all the way Jiwe, it go all the way Wasado. So you can imagine, it's very unstable system. Within this new project they do, it give you another point of injection in the east. It's not a 100% complete, not to say that the best, but it gives us another point of injection, which gives us the ability for give stable power. For answer your question, I also talk about the NANS project. The NANS project will give you 100 megawatts. And I want to make something very clear. The 30 megawatt solar we will build, now with a solar plant, and the issue about solar plants, when they stand it up, then they give lights. But the good thing about solar plants, the money where they use for generating electricity is far less than the money where they use for generating, where they use diesel or HFO. So now that is the advantage. So what in the plants that they can do, it supplement the energy where they supply, where they pay for, with 30 megawatts of affordable power. Now that is the solution. Now, when the Nance plant come on, the Nance plant will be the first in West Africa where they use gas. And gas significantly more efficient. They will bring the gas, if we're not going to exercise guys now, then they use what they call LPG gas. Now that will be the first fuel they will use. They don't build, they build the storage for the gas tank right now. That LPG now will supply the turbine there. The first power we will forget from that will be 60 megawatts in first quarter of 2027. And then I think by the third quarter of 2027, we will down get 108 megawatts. So when you look at we go down get 108, and by that time the boom herself, by that time I don't know if they go down there, I get follow the schedule, but we hope say that's the additional 50 megawatts they will come around the same time, kind of end of 2020. But that aside, already where will they send power in the system right now? The highest way all man wants power and they host, the way we call the peak power. Now even time all man don't go home, especially in the dry season where people don't get air conditioner and fan. Even time from then 6 to then 10 o'clock, that's when the power demand is high. And at that time, they all kind of happen, that shake, power they make on and off, because we get fundamental issues we will get for solve that. Not only generation no more, we get fundamental issues at the level of supply from the pole them, or from the substation them, we get local substation them, to the pole, and from the pole to transformer, or from pole to use them. So that underlying system, they work panel. In fact, I can talk to that system, the network system we will get in Africa, we get for incrementally change them. We get for change from transformer them, we get for balance from transformer them. So this question will be answered, a long question. We will get enough generation. That long answer, we'll get enough generation. But I know say in terms of giving us stable power, first quarter 2027 will be there. And when we extremely stable power, by the 10 months now done, they give you 100 megawatts, will be there. But at the same time, we get for now work on the network from the other side to make sure that from street to street, from substation to substation, all of that they will fix.
Minister, just for reference, we can current capacity, we can current amount of energy will be supplied to filter. Because now you increase capacity, for example, you get 60, 100, 180, which will currently get.
So evening peak right now is about 90 megawatts.
Okay.
Evening peak right now is about 90 megawatts.
So you basically, by your explanation, by next year, we would have more than double which we get right now. So in terms of our ability to generate, we will have more than double. So that's fantastic news. Let me tell you, say by 2028. Or let the election, let the conversation be about energy. We will show the evidence of USA will come out. Also, just because I've been saying fit on all election can happen. Maybe people in the back will not get lights, now they get lights. Why would you not go for people to tell them? We go Kamakwe, some of them not to know all go with we, Kamakwe. Lights, the lights are in a blink safe. Kamakwe, 24 hours lights. They not be one day experience the wonders of lights. Now they get lights there, thanks to Question. Mr. Minister, I want to link this energy conversation with healthcare. Because one thing we try, most of the social media activists there, lights go to cottage, operation may they happen, lights go this happen. You don't tell how you know, or man and not tell me take it. I mean, I say, no, get this conversation on lights, on the facts, we go in. So Minister, maybe just use, I think the view that might be last maybe just talk briefly about the advanced system we don't make as well on this health energy area.
Well, thank you, Mr. Minister. Again, just one tip me had to my colleague Minister. Energy and well-body, they go hand in glove. Okay? So, just give you a good example. Right now, we get 1,600 medical facilities in the country. We get about 20 major hospitals there. As we speak, 18 of the major hospitals there are completely energy independent. They get solar energy to support all of them programmatic needs. For give one good example, Connaught. You see when the party talk about megawatt, kilowatt, whatever, you know. Connaught Hospital, the energy we they get from solar, now 1.2 megawatt. It means say if you get 1200 kVA generator, 12, then you work 24/7, 9 Connaught get. We get similar kind energy now. All the major hospitals from Kabbalah to Connaught to, in fact, we will commission the next one at Connaught. So we don't know extremely well. Even then, PhD in primary health care unit, then now we don't get a total of 380 of the health facility there. Then get solar energy now, alternative source of energy. And immediately you get the solar energy, you get stable current, not for the lights no more, for all of the equipment there, you get. They not they blow off no more, they get stable current. So we'll tell the Minister of Energy, plenty thank you for that kind of support. That's why I get for ask. You know, one of the biggest things we get for happening at the Western here at Kerry Town. So Kerry Town, we don't get any money for build a 300-bed hospital there. We don't get any money for build a farmer-grade warehouse there. We did work now for finalize the deal for the cancer diagnosis and treatment center. We also, even though right now we get about 11 oxygen factories there throughout the whole country, now we build a mega oxygen factory in Kerry Town for support the whole western area. With all NTS, we require energy. So when I talk to the minister, I said, as how they pass the power line, Como Benguima, the CAM, Sussex, but they are all on Maui, all on drop one, like Kerry told me.
Thank you very much. Again, when I don't get the data, we don't solve and change something very significantly. Health institutions, everybody against a light go, something happen. Minister, would I ask you now the final question on the 300 days campaign?
So,
wait, lady. Frame the question, sir. In the past 8 to 10 years, Salon records significant reduction in maternal mortality. And then a woman they will die relate for complications around childbirth. For many people, like if you say we go rest on wars, take the accolades. But instead, you and His Excellency say no. When they launch a major new campaign, we say in 300 days, yes, thank you, all the award you don't win, they're nice, but you won't forget to 000. I want to let you lay down why this campaign, what did the 000 mean, and what you hope for achieving concrete terms as part of this campaign, sir.
So thank you very much, Mr. Minister. I'm not going to talk on behalf of me or the Ministry of Health. I talk about the country as a nation. As a nation together, we don't get the fastest drop in maternal mortality as in the whole world. The whole world, we get the fastest drop in maternal mortality. We also get a significant drop in infant mortality. At the same time, we also get a major drop in beginning we forget immaculate, we not get immaculate yet. But this country, we're ambitious. And we really apologize for that. This country is a great, great country. So we don't go settle for it's okay. We don't settle for, okay, so woman will die now, so picking will die now, so picking will be immaculate. So the president, on the 14th of February, he go Addis Ababa before all of him party president tell us his salon, we embark on a journey. We know better woman not go die in this country because of something we were supposed to do, we will not do. 0 maternal deaths. Sorry, 0 preventable maternal deaths. The second thing we'll say, no picking, not for dying in this country because of something we were supposed to do, we will not do. We say 0 preventable child death. At the same time, You know, say maculates the help picking and let them not get vaccine preventable illnesses. No picking up for dinner salon, we not get all immaculated, we will protect them against their vaccine preventable disease. So we combine 0 preventable maternal deaths, 0 preventable child deaths, 0 dose children, 9 out of 000 and journey one back home. So the president announced that all in party there, they say, we will wait, we will pray for now, we will hope for now, let us see how this will work. So on the 1st of March, we embark on this journey for changing this narrative in Salon. Say, we don't do well, but we're not settle for it. We're not settle for maybe some people that would die. We will go for 0 preventable deaths. So I want to give you a quick update. For the past 100 days, with our effort, with the district in effort, with everybody in effort, we don't see a significant drop. Without any additional, we'll just get together no more. All man, the nurse, the doctor, the community, the chieftain, everybody will all combine, and the whole country. Inside this past 100 days, we don't get a 31% drop in maternal mortality. We're glad for that. But again, this is not just the first 100 days. We get another 200 days for go. So we learn Boko lesson and now we apply to the next 100 days. At the same time, we get a drop in infant mortality, but not at the same level. We get an 11% drop in infant mortality. Remember, we get 31 pan in we get 11% pan in beginning. So we get a lot more work for do. But this is not the first 100 days no more. We're ready now out of the tower for the next 100 days. The third is we estimate 9,000 baby them day in this country will not get maculates. One day, we not get any maculates. Yeah? Inside 100 days, we don't go find 5,000 of them picking our own maculate them all. So you're not able to reduce the unvaccinated by nearly 50% in 100 days. So now I make adjust myself. Eh? Inside 100 days, they will accomplish this. And then the first 100 days will be planned more, will they organize, will they bring people in together, will they find all of the tools. And now we don't get all of the tools that we don't learn with lesson now. The next 100 days, now 100 days of action. Now 100 days of action, where they go now, every city, every district, every corner, will they work with everybody for ensure say, no mama not die, no fellow man not die because of something we're supposed to do, will not do. No picking not die because of something we're supposed to do, will not do. And no picking not in this country. We forget athletes, we not get them. So I think so we're on a journey, very, very exciting. What they do this, security happen. Liberia and SLR completely. Liberia and SLR well, we get 360 days. Nigeria said SLC at the beginning. Well, they are completely not bad. But we now, so now we determine, and the ministry now will succeed, health sector now will succeed if we all not work together. We need the journalists there for help. We need the community for help. We need civil society for help. We need the chief there for help. Because again, where we all work together, and then carry results here we will see, or we'll be very, very proud of.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Congratulations to you and the outstanding team at the Ministry of Health. Please foresee quite a number of your senior officials for the ministry there. Professor Charles Tennessee, the Deputy Minister there, the Deputy Chief Medical Officer there, your Director for Reproductive Health, Denaya, I see a Senior Advisor, Denaya, I see other top health officials as well with Denaya Referee. It also shows, say, Mr. Moise said Denaya, another Senior Advisor. It also shows, say, on a really get a coordinated approach. And like how you say, at least for say, we at the ministry, also they partner with Tuna on the press, media, and public engagement, particularly in the 300 days campaign. Like I say, we can only succeed or do this together. Everybody in the country for joining in this remarkable campaign. As I say, I don't know where you number in this. It will make you feel a sense of pride. This is not a partisan issue. This is not just the idea, say, we dey on this journey for say no one not for die, no mama not for die wey dey about for be life, no pikin not for die, and no pikin not for dey we not get market. I think we can all agree on anything in there. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Femi, now I'm turning follow to you. You don't listen to all this, and I know say you are editor for Women's Voice newspaper, and you care about the issue of matter, so you're appropriate say you come in right after that. But as we tell you, why don't you just comment as a citizen, as a female journalist, with an observer of particular identities. You don't listen to the two ministers there, waiting your intervention, whose comments, additional points we want for this, and then we will open up for questions. We'll give 5 minutes.
We'll have 5 minutes more, Mr. Minister, because a lot has been said from the two ministers. So I want to look at firstly, because I come up from the women's angle. I'm passionate about women and girls, and I may open the only newspaper in this country where focus on women issues, and also the online TV. So that tells you say Femi Koka is passionate about women. So I go to the Minister of Health. Thank you very much. There are a lot of reforms that we actually do. They are visible, some are visible, but again, before I talk on the whole, I just want to call on the ministry. There are times to be flexible. They need to be flexible in giving out information. Don't you, as the minister, try for go now. Every media house in this country, get your niche, get your followers. Sometimes they don't look at Women's Voice online TV say young, because I started it on the March. Not say this particular online TV just started. Be 7 in each, I get me followers. So the 10 they will call anybody from the ministry for talk to the media. Because if you don't talk, that mean na kaila na kabala, you don't know this. So that the capital with everything we don't do, a lot of people that they don't know. So that comes to be all as citizens. As per the Constitution of Sierra Leone, we know that this country is a country we law abiding, and we all guided by the law. As citizens, we also have the role for all we leaders accountable and also criticize them constructively, not to pass you course or you make rudeness. So the free health care, especially for lactating mothers and the pregnant women, they launched in this country on 2010. We all know by the then government, and government, as we say, na continuity. This government don't come 8 years ago. We see the strides so they don't make. However, we move in journalistic lens for one, speak truth to power. There are times we get closet, they cry down the government where we don't know of anything where the government do. Say what you need, but there are times where we give credit to whom credit is due. Me personally, as Femi Koka, I'm not afraid for telling anybody the truth. I want for commend Minister of Health. We don't see what you do right now. As citizens, ask yourself, say, I really patriotic to my country. Right now, if you go on social media, they will tell you, say, Kabala, one go born a street, which is a very big lie. And some of you sit down as journalists and bloggers, we quick for transform the information. Before you remember, I don't see on our social media. Are we a good citizens? We all hold. Now for work with the government, we are participants for government. We are drivers for the government. In as much as we are citizens, they get the responsibility for deliver to we. And we as citizens for ensure say the government succeed in whatever approach they try to push forward for let we all benefit in this country. The 300 days activism on infant mortality. I was in America where the president talked about that. And we see the significant stride where they make the impact. When last year he said Bella woman go born a street. When last year he said Bella woman don't die. Don't be realistic. We are citizens. And sometimes they wait till they are boggled, they forget we roles and responsibility. Now they less all the way. The political less. They so be blinded. We don't even engage. We get involved in all of this. Again, I say with the Minister of Gender and Energy, we always then get one thing they call community policing. In terms of electricity theft, if you are trying to reinforce a back, that go help. Because we dey see whatever you dey do na the sector, we dey see thief man dem dey wey dey go thief dem transformer na. At the end of the day, the government dey get the blame. Love it try forget community policing. For look with transformer na, let the community people, we are citizens dem. One day na community, we all hold am for protect government property. Because government property na we get am. Engage government, no be advocate. Good projects, the ministers they don't can tell me all wetin dem get for we. They don't get am for other citizens and for we. Sierra Leoneans dey, but wetin na we contribution? Na for the criticize no more. Eh? Ask yourself this question. There are times don't criticize, engage them. We all are what we get again for advocates. Lord, we try for advocates. We get them chieftain in our community. The chieftain stand for the head government. For love be able to transform their message out to the people that you chief them. Not so all tech government for the go na community go talk. Now make them say community stakeholders. This is our right as citizens, and we for ensure say we play your role as citizens. And inside the Criminal Procedure Act, section 11 and 12, giving the citizen 5 powers of arrest. When means say, if you dey in a hospital, you see that nurse get plastic bag outside the cell medicine, you get right for arrest them. You dey in the community, you see that they cut NPA cable, they thief light. You get right for arrest and the constitution of this country, criminal procedure, it give you your powers. You dey arrest her even without a warrant. You can arrest her. We all know that day. You even know say you get the 5 powers of arrest. You don't ever arrest somebody where they cause where they thief government property. This is some of the world step. Now the voice and the message and this for the past and social media. Rather than you know what I go America, I pass now New York, you see what they smoke. But I never you see on social media. You know they because they love their country. You sit down as salon. This small country also put hands together. As the minister they say, salon are we here for maker. As you see something happen, let them verify them, you don't go post them. Not so you roll out their citizen. A good citizen, they call the authorities they wake up, sir. Call the traditional media, call journalists. So firstly, some people, all man don't talk citizen journalists, but you get verified first step or verify the information before you share them. So today, be that citizen where responsible. Be that citizen where will change salary. I'm a journalist and hold and control your media. So nobody not going to sack me at the end of the day. But I will talk truth to power. Because we will not tell yourself the truth as citizens. Yeah. Though we are not making progress.
Thank you very much.
We are not. And we will continue for suffer. Government in, government out. If we not change with attitude, we put salon first. In whatever we do, then we are going to be the same.
Thank you very much, Femi Koka. Like you see, Femi is an activist, a journalist, a media entrepreneur, and we appreciate the passion you bring to this conversation. Because the bill always want for to create a space, not just for government people to talk, but also from citizens' and perspective and from other leaders across civil society. We thank you for your honor invitation. Now I take for the last question. Put their hands up. If this is your first time with the Canada, I want to remind you say the question that for you ask question to the people in here and not to follow you become the celebrity. The only celebrity are the panelists there. And then no more they talk long. You and the question they ask direct, you left and introduce yourself. So let me see the hands. We start on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, all 5, then we'll count this side. Let's go. We need mic runner. JP, wanna move fast with me? Alright, you start, number 1. Pay attention. I'm not slow, so I'm not going to tell me today. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Mohammed Usman Bangura, Capital Times newspaper. Mr. Minister of Health, over the years, we don't release of this issue, but still we not see no headway for solver and like a threat to public health. Because so many people who are untrained, unqualified, we don't even do nothing but Panadol. They sell in the street, but drugs in the street, they sell. This they expose the public to a danger. What you don't do in collaboration with the pharmacy board, for them to actually put the strict measures for totally eradicate the one way they sell drugs in the streets.
Thank you, sir.
Minister of Health. Light
Energy.
Energy. Light road, sir. In fact, the city dark. Constant blackout. I need the envelope filter. We don't get this story back and front. Promises, with no deliverance. Do you are big? We are giving light. We want light constantly because a national issue. If we light today, we will get development in this country. If we light for this country, will develop. So we need for card for local light. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Ibrahim Sarasisi, Voice of Salon Radio. Minister of Energy. You've been talk about the energy sector based on Bunduna and other places. So, but we them call adults before being the light to creator. Waiting happen now, we this company Sunbird we take over, then they give light. I'm taking you back. You said Bunduna not finish up by the then ABC government. Waiting at the teach them we una found out about Bunguna we making not be finished and how una intend for take Bunguna within this couple of years then we you don't come as minister.
Thank you. Number 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fatih Muzali Mojishola Usha Conte and the report for the Africa 24 newspaper. My first question to go to the Minister of Health. First of all, I want to commend the Ministry of Health when they launched the travel portal, the health travel portal. Me say that because not all the airport number of people in the camp, and if we can vividly recall, the first case came not through the border then pass. And last week I've been there na the Liberia border since we don't get a rumor from them say they get a suspect. But unfortunately, they pull press release where they say no, it's a false rumor. What I want for ask is how the immigration sector they work hand in hand, because if you go na the borders, then money no more than busy, but even if you pass with sickness or any load, you pass freely without you not being caught. So now money no more than they ask, but so the Minister of Energy. Then yesterday I been pass na Congo course, yeah, because they say day first that that big railway can be get for 3 pole then, and today also I go there and meet some man then they work there, when a good job well done, I recommend for that day. But what I will say is how about the other areas then, where don't get all poles then, and now in season with the back. If 3 don't follow yonder. If you think about any side, anything can happen back. So now the question anyway, I will ask you, waiting and waiting not put in place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Amos Marshall Tarawali, aka the microphone vandalist 007 James Bond Omega 1. I want for salute this esteemed convocation and stretch a hand of greetings to the synergistic journalistic fraternity and as well the custodians of the protest state. Mr. Minister of Energy, I want for clearly tell you say, light not in a Kabbalah. If Kamakwe, when an offspring of the new redistricting for Manes in terms of Kaine, don't get 24-hour light as asserted by the minister. Kabbalah don't get under Kwenadugu for a very long time. Say today will not get light. I dey talk now on behalf of the people of Kabbalah, becoming a Kabbalah Bobo. So please, we don't see pole there, we don't see transformer, but we don't see light. The light is like an illusion, not think in our mind. So once, for you tell me when exactly Kabbalah will get light. I want to be very sacrosanct in that. And as well, again, the Ministry of Energy, through one of through EDSA, the people in Civic tell us say we lack maintenance culture. We will get pull the Ugo for them, cable the Ugo cuts, then we call take, we not go body. Then again, there's a lot of EDSA say the issue of electricity theft. EDSA now the primary defaulter, now the primary crime. You know, say you parties to a crime. Then are the primary people who commit the crime. So me not going to arrest anybody, me broke me teeth because now EDSA people there we clouded in EDSA regalias and they can't do their connection. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we get okay here. And then I'll give you the last one on this side. Yes, after you.
Okay.
Brother.
Mina Bobodan Kamara, I report for New Citizen newspaper. My first question will be to the Minister of Health. I want to bring to you notice, say, the allegations say most women can go born in a cottage to operation can get a certain required amount of money they pay. I don't know if that to you notice. Secondly, the last time you there, the flag these mobile health clinic buses, we almost pack like where intended purpose, in order to do what they put here for. Let's say, we they talk now to the Chinese government for who more of them buses there. If we're able to manage this forward, they are able to manage fast then. The second one to the Minister of Energy. Just a short one. At the end of 2027, we expect to get double electricity generation from what we get presently. So you don't think say it go unwise for them to still keep the car power shift in this country to that particular time day. Thank you.
Alright, Lady Bear, you get the final one this time.
Good afternoon, Khadija Kabagi for Sarani News Agency, Slena. This question is directly to the Minister of Energy. You will talk say una dey give full support to the hospitals then, which of course I know we deny say not to the fact, but I be admit at the government hospital 2 months ago. I see how the light system dey not be too stable, and people are likely at risk. Like people need more because most of them, more especially them Ward 10, Ward 7, Ward 8, then they on that oxygen. When they take the light and we are in the need energy, they need more light for the machines then. So this they go directly to the Minister of Energy. So they are when we will get them kind of stable lights at the country, more especially for the hospitals then.
Alright, so don't exhaust the question on this side. I think if you allow, we listen to some answers and then we will come on this side and close. Ministers, long go first. Well, you don't do quite, you go to Minister of Energy, you start there. Yeah.
Hello, okay, fine. Mr. Bangura, now you say the Civic, we get constant blackout and we need light. Yes, true. Some parts of the Civic, some parts get blackout, and a lot of people say they need light. It depends on how you tap. Alright, now work in progress, especially this time of year. We're not talking. This time of year, we can be at the height of the dry season. We can get problem for supply outside and net, sometimes in the daytime with light. Me self the light may go on and off and on. But I don't tell talk say once Boomuna gets into full mode, we backed up with car power over the next month or so, we will able to restore a semblance of constant electricity in the city. So it's a work in progress. We don't tell them all the other projects that they come into force over the next year or so, and slowly by slowly all of them will be solved. And Mr. Sise talk about ADAX and one know first then ADAX they give you light. ADAX still they give you light. But waiting they happen now. We self they give ADAX light. So it's a back and forth. They need light for operate their machine them as well, for operate the ethanol production. And once in a while we self can take light from them. So they're not only for giving light to. It's just that the primary focus when they do ADAX, not of generate electricity. The primary focus when they buy the machine they now for use the provide bioethanol. So then they're doing their primary business of producing bioethanol and not supplying electricity. When they need something, they can ask you for light, they sell light to them, then 110 can sell light to the network. So so we work with them. You pass come across, and this contest saying pass come across, yes. Mr. just passed the 3 people in the league. And not to come across one way man, we get teams that go all over the city. If you call 672 and you report, and I don't say sometimes they can add for them too, but we create a WhatsApp bot where you can actually text the information and the problem, and they can respond back to you. So we have crews that we work 24/7. Yesterday night, I think I'm in India's forward, they call me one pull court, the light court, that's when they sparks back. And then we send team then with 24 hours man and they work. You see that they clean up leather at their own peril, and they work and then work in the dark use spotlight. So they try to be on top of the issues as soon as they can. So not to come across no one in the work. They work as far as Jewry, some man in Waterloo, some man will inside Tom, Kinton. They work outside where we get a project, a problem. As they come on one side, so then they run the other side. So, and we also get limited number of crews who we deploy, but we deploy them as necessary. Mr. Tarali say, light money, Kabbalah, in the car. You don't see the Poland and the line that we don't go. There's no question, light get for Kabbalah. The deputy minister too. Kabbalah, he born, Kabbalah, he go, Kabbalah, he go school. So if I want to hold back life from Kabbalah, I don't believe. So in the camp, as long as right now, you will see that they don't begin install Poland for each of Kabbalah from the CLST. That lies in the camp. And not to sacrosanct, isn't that the word we use?
Sacrosanct.
Issue. He said, it's a lack of maintenance culture. Well, then I agree. But we all lack maintenance culture. I think we all, therefore, as young people there, and young people there, we certainly for thinking about it. Maintenance culture is really about citizenship. Not to the man, we all. Man and he eats and we people are gone. Man and he do all kinds of things where you have to take care of your own space for that we all will enjoy the one point. So lack of maintenance also is a mindset we will all get for it. It's a mindset towards being a citizen, contributing to your own space, and at that day we therefore begin to. Not because it's open at Elsa, make that day, because you're a citizen of Salon and one leg Salon will be full. Nobody, no they can save you. No amount of foreign aid, no they can save you. And we settle for the one. Alright? And also theft by EDSA. Yes, theft by EDSA man and thing. But once you have to explain, EDSA get 1,600 staff. Not so all man wear EDSA uniform, now EDSA worker. Then get a man when they call fala. They want to pay them. They just go no more and buy and money. You get to pull all them man and they come out and certify them and make sure that they get regular salary. And then fala right now we get for focus on to make sure in terms of responsibilities, in terms of a culture of work, them man and they get for change their attitude. So not to all man it's not to all man when I say soldier man uniform, that's soldier man. So that is the issue. So not blame EDSA 100%. Yes, we get some bad eggs in every institution, but we try for weeding out the we all will go before. Mr. Kamara, he say we will get double electricity end of 2027 if you know make sense for Pulu Kappa. Well, Mr. Kamara, that is the point. The idea is all the additional power we will get, we will not need. We will self-generate wind power. So definitely, by the end of 2027, Kappa will not go. But I will make this point, Kappa are not every, and people don't complain about Kappa, but over the last 8 years, we don't get nothing. Now Kappa, now every for bringing lights to Freetown, now every in days where we not pay. Now Kappa will give you credits. We go close to Kappa, and they can use the electricity. So, but by the time we say we don't get to your own power now, of course Kappa will go. And Ms. Cargo, you say, they want about full support to the hospital, you will do hospital, sorry for that name, and they say the electricity not enough. Yes, I'm glad you report that day, something not to electricity not enough, something that internal problem way they want to do with the flick of that, but that's something we, the operation.
The 2 minutes for that day are so they go. That was the last question. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Yes.
Thank you again. Let me go down a new, mean a new fan. one of the most balanced journalistic review in there, I don't see. Several of issues. Moment you say, but then people in the cell all kind of medicine and teeth, you know, that is wrong. And we get the pharmacy board with aggressively pursuing and the work with internal affairs, police there for raid and cite and they often and again. But as soon as they're not raid, when they're not done no more, they take 1 week except and come back. So when they look at a very comprehensive view, first, now for make sure say we get very, very effective legislature where they give the kind punitive action for infraction. We go make people then think twice before they go sell the product. So we work with pharmacy board on that. The second part of that, now for them we work with the public. Like where everybody they say, like where everybody they say, you know, no points to government or point to pharmacy board no more. You still get a role for play. You still get a role for play. How you go buy medicine, we don't get expiring dates for them, you know, they inside in manufacturer's box. The person will tell you all kinds of ways or telling you not correct, not accurate. Not even that powder that they sell you when they send a medicine. So it's really important for the public be educated, and we roll now for help with that public education. Now you understand, say, when you go buy that medicine in that street, first, you don't know if you did poison yourself or not. Secondly, you did do some real harm, not to yourself no more, to the whole country. Because if you buy them drug and they use them properly, they follow instructions, they begin to develop resistance. The country they begin to develop resistance, we go mix it, drug and not work again after time. So it's a very, very serious problem. We will work with the pharmacy board, we will work with the internal affairs, but we want to let the public join me in this effort. Again, citizens arrest is an important thing. Citizens is structure around them in the legislation for making sure we get appropriate punitive action for infraction is really important. The other thing we see now, now the airports and with the traffic we get controls for ensure we get a clear portal, travel portal, and glad we in this context acknowledge that work with our happy. You also cite say the last year we'll get this outbreak now Guinea come out, now the Guinea border. So again you see say and the border they look very lax, people that go in and out. So we commitment on two things. First, we have to be smart about how we react to this. Not just react at random. We will act on high possibility of importation. Because this is not a Liberia, not a Coast, not a Ghana, not a all the way DR Congo and Uganda. So right now, all the neighboring countries get heightened alert and awareness around it and prevent the virus from entering there. The fear now how you will able to bring this kind into West Africa, bring this kind of salon, and the most likely way now by air. So now they will put intense effort na Longe. At the same time, we see they will go Guinea or they will go Liberia and come by road. So we make sure we will intensify the effort there. So now we collective effort. If you see something, say something. Yeah, we'll all work on this together. But I think say after what happened in 2014, we're not going to take chances again. On the lighting, Mr. Minister, I interfere a small bit here. But Kabbalah, Mr. Koroma, what's in the energy we Kabbalah hospital get? How many kVA they get? 128 kilowatts. So again, Kabbalah famous, Kabbalah hospital famous. Because the hospital are one of the first places that they will put energy with them, completely energy independent. And you know what's happened? One party patient there, when I ask her, how do they feel about this light? The way describe her, I say, we can go. So they talk to everybody about lights at this country, I say, how do you like? They say, bingo, based on what you've seen at Kabbalah. So again, I think so we hope say all of the other facilities will get similar thing. On the mobile bus, we call it not a mobile bus, hospital on wheels. The intention of the hospital on wheels is to take healthcare as close to the people there as possible. Now, one of the most successful things in that we don't get, because again, we rely all this while on static facility there. But people are not agree, so people are not going at the static facility. But when they see the bus, all man they rush to the bus. So then within one session they see something 1,000 patients, over 1,200 patients at a time. So they're very, very successful endeavor. But for let you move this bus, it's extremely expensive because the bus is air conditioned, and when you go park and outside, you know they hotter, and they run constantly. You give or take staff for go all day, and when they go, all of the medicine when they get now free. So they tell we get COVID, we get plenty of resources that we can in from COVID. So they say when they go look for COVID, and that's how they look for COVID, when they offer this service to all man, they got all the treatment there. So that they don't go on. Unfortunately, they will not get COVID money anymore. But at the same time, we can raise money. It costs close to $45,000, $50,000 for let this bus go park in one district for one week. Yeah, let the bus can go for 1 week. So we can raise the money, they talk to partners, and they go. But again, we want to move this. We want to work with the Chinese war and for make sure that every district get in your bus so that you know they come off return for where they go. Then at the location, very short movement will provide high quality care. Same thing in this bus are living for you. First, then they deliver high quality service. Secondly, any bus we go, it make we know what they go on in the community. Because so the bus can go park on side, if we say 20%, 25% of the people that will come, they get diabetes, they don't know water. 20% of the people they get high blood pressure, they don't know water. So if you wait in the hospital, if you get high blood pressure, will not get managed. If you wait till by the time you get to the hospital, either stroke, kidney failure, or eye damage. If you get diabetes, you don't know. By the time you come to hospital, as they cut your foot and they cut your hand. So again, the Boston provide a really important service for go out and close to the people and see what's in their habit. So community and then they get 20% sexually transmitted diseases. So if you reach out now for what's in the cause this? What's responsible for this? So we'll go inside the community and try to address that. So we'll make sure so we expand the service here and make it work well. On the oxygen part, the light now come out, we get, as I say, 1.2 megawatt now come out. Boku, all of the other hospitals, they get 100 kVA, they get 200, they get 150 kVA, they get 200 kVA in a lot of the hospitals. So they get energy source. So then they can get small problem, with switches, so they overload and outputs, kettles, they're not supposed to be electric. So they get it kind of figure, but they try for it. But I think, say, really importantly, the power we don't in our location, person not will die because of small shortages, small breaks. Because for the oxygen, now what we get oxygen cylinder. Then they charge the cylinder and did it. The small one, and they for the beginning with the oxygen generator, if it fail, we get backup cylinder. So again, when you try for big landing, so that first not get interruption, but if we get interruption, it not lead to loss of life. Now, project will work on, we continue for doing and make sure that they all over the country. We'll not reach A2, but we're doing the way. One of the things that we're trying to say we are really excited about how to criticize government. Yeah? We will let journalists, we'll let social media, we'll let all the people there, so they'll be very, very critical, but not be constructive. You don't go like a place like Kabbalah now, we don't get all this right. With the doctor there, the doctor said, the chief doctor there said, actually she's not house again at the I don't know hospital. The nurse they say, when they go there, they go hang out there, so the place is very, very active. You know what the incident kind of thing, and then you see the result there, you see the drop in maternal mortality, drop in infant, you see increase in immunization, you see all that in there. You see small dots in a corner. You go take your camera, you zoom on the dotty, you say, Kabbalah, boy, no service, nothing. It demotivate people. It destroy the experience core. This country now all you. Yeah. Now all will be constructive, that we add, that will make sure that we all make it better. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Before you go, there was a question about people that will take extra money in a cottage for C-sections. And obviously you can comment on that.
Okay, so again, this country, we don't make it very clear, say you get free healthcare. Free healthcare now for belly woman, for lactating mother, for very vulnerable children and for people that want to recover from Ebola. Yeah? So the service day, and when they try to maintain the service, right now we get a situation where the government they contribute. When they say free healthcare, it's free to the person where they can. Yeah? But somebody get for pay for it. Somebody get for pay for the service. So the government they pay. We work with other partners like FCDO, then they contribute. Other partners they contribute in equipment, they contribute in drugs, they contribute in services. So you combine all of that, you provide the service now, so it's free to the person where they come. But now everybody else they pay for it. So now we get a situation where, for example, if they bring but they'll not say maybe for picture picking. So we get for raise them up from that side. If we say first year we will begin having just pregnant women no more. Now they're not expand that to other people, vulnerable children, or other handicapped people there as well. So you don't expand the scope. So the amount of money they do exactly. So what do they try to do now for raise more money? We work with Ministry of Finance for raise more money. At the same time, we can get like a group of medicine that were available. If we able to provide all of them, then you get a shortfall. We can ask people to contribute small for mother makeup for that. But I think say for the C-section in particular, we will try to make an effort where the government will fully cover and say no will be at an expense to the patient. Again, one of the reasons that we make people that use the service, in some cases, the C-section are 1,500 or 2,000 yuan, and 2,000 yuan is less than $100 or so. I mean, if you go on that side, then it will cost you like $10,000, $20,000 for that. But the fact that you can get out for less than 100, but people they still struggle for that, the government will figure out a way how we will do this. They'll cover that cost, so it will be a burden. So that's something we'll do very actively.
Excellent, thank you, Minister. We're already out of time. So on this side, I really encourage you to keep on questions really short, and one question per person. One question per person, okay? Then we'll get a question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We take 8 on this side. Sharp, no good.
White. Ibrahim SKB from NTT Civic. So, a quick one of energy. Mr. Minister, sir, we know today it's but you just need to put on more effort concerning the light issue. Me personally, I talk on me putting me up from the light issue over the years. You know, I don't know why if a small breeze blows they take the light. I like how small. I don't know about 1, 2. Even yesterday back at Sudan, I do something, work on some editing, like just go. Like go nothing. So I just want to make we know what's the cause that small breeze come in the light to go. Thank you.
Number 2.
Mohammed Watch and the United Newspaper. Minister of Energy, what do you understand at the end of this year? ESA is going to privatize. The investors of the country with a lot of problems, rehabilitation, for restructure, ESA. And probably the biggest of all is that they get to negotiate with the suppliers in terms of payments. What the assurance will give you say, after all the Swedish investors will go through, the impact will come on the ordinary consumer.
Thank you very much, sir. Go ahead. Now you don't get exception. And go ahead.
Dr. Debbie, mental disorder is rampant. It could be environmental, sociological, psychological, and all that. How many psychiatrists will get active at work? And how many counseling facilities do we get? And why can't government, or if you're going to think about it, but open a big sector where most of the people will go up and down the streets of Peter could not be seen when this is again of the country, like other countries do every you and I have been to. Thank you, sir.
Very much. Yes, we can read it for with the factors. Yes.
So the question will go directly to Minister of Health. waiting on the concrete measure we don't put in place for ensure say Sierra Leone will get to repeat of waiting we don't happen like the last Ebola we happened 2024.
Sister, now they listen. All the time. That's all. You know, been there. You know, but you want for repeat and come again. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. My name is Aladi Adu HPD. First and foremost, I want to congratulate the Minister of Health. I visited 3 hospitals. Lonely, PCMH, and Connaught Hospital. First time I go to the hospital, and only they see the hospital, they did it clean. But now I see them they clean. The doctor, they do the work, and the nurses, they all they do the work. I want to congratulate you, sir. And I want to say that you keep it up. Because when you keep it up, you get well body, you work up, you talk, you with your and so forth. Now, Dr. Denby, Freetown Church your home with the only place for clinic. The chief minister, we don't go there, we don't show him the place. We may feel to say by now, the Ministry of Health, we don't go to that place, they don't go look at. Right now, container them boku where they pass at that place there. And if we can see, whenever we wash and go to hospital, it's difficult. So doctor, I want for baby, sir. I want for holy food, sir. Done with the small brother where they are in those days. Where the country in the dark, I'm a student. I'm a Secretary General in Boston and Parliament. So it's a very good. We don't talk so. So be answer. The second question, Mr. Minister, we have to ask the Empire of one person.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. The orthopedic center in Moritown. Do some. They don't encourage that place. That place is not to show in the town. Now they will be go for exercise. Now they will be go for physiotherapy. Do some. While they will look into that place, and then will take over that place. They don't encourage that place. To the Minister of Energy, I tell now I get that out on Mountain Road, sir. Now two connections in that place, sir. If Central the light, after per mountain got the light. If after per mountain got the light, after per Central the light. When we don't see to our day, 4th Street, 3rd Street, up till now we get that back house. And Mr. Minister, I want to call you to attention. There is only one layer left. And that year that left, one could see light.
Why are you not for it?
The year we left.
For it.
Then we will go into election.
No, sir. No. I know we'll be a fake news. We get 2 more years. Plus change. Yes, next. You want to vote for the time. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Me and Patrick Yatakonte, me and producer for IRF. Just like how Femi talk, we are with the big, we give a key chance to journalists that will go down our office there. For now, we get chance for interview now.
Okay, now maybe you can answer that question. No, I'll be here.
So, Honorable Minister of Energy, I don't follow up, I don't call for new communication person for about 2 weeks to get an interview with you, but unfortunately not be able to tell God thank you. Minister of Civic Education don't make it possible. Now, what do you think say now the single biggest challenge when it prevents Salon for achieve a stable and reliable electricity? Is it generation, transmission, distribution, or financing?
Alright, thank you very much. Next, yes. Sorry.
Thank you. And then the health sector also improved that to the way as we came also with 1 hour we know say yes. Salon health sector then improve. How? Within the 1 hour the nurse will tell you say na for breastfeed the pikin and na breast milk only for the pikin exclusively for 6 months. And having said that, my name is Abdul and the Vice Chairman, the Director for Children Advocacy Program. We complement the Ministry of Health. Health is one of the main programmatic areas. So we do monitoring with Kenya International. We find out say yes, already the minister talk na kudos and so it is. But however, let me not forget one thing again. We focus on the infrastructure and all the street level. The HNP, they are 100% okay. But again, we still get bad fish among us. We know the attitude of the health workers. We need to focus on that one. Then for Connaught, this is my testimony personally come up for me. My mama sick, and I can't really remember for like Canada private hospital. And one of my colleagues said, "Oh, you now all do health business. Now health now not now. I can't Connaught. With it, I go to Connaught. I'm glad for telling me also, my mama is now 80 to 90% okay. All the testing are Connaught to do everything. So the improvement is really now.
Thank you, sir.
Lastly, the RTF, the supply chain. Now we really look at that because it did at the market. Then the albendazole for the free health care, it don't scarce. Now all the money to the we do. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, this is Ayubi next. And then that sister didn't get the last question. Hold on. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm young journalist Yangi Mansore. So this question goes to the Minister of Health. I encountered a situation wherein my mom had to undergo surgery, but we defend blood. We go past 3 hospitals. We were literally in a car. I get for Kandom in Motuka, take bike, ask the bike, God with me because of a life. Like, the thing was really bad when that we go 3 hospitals, they will not even get blood, not at all. So why does that happen? That's one question. Then 2, what are the things that I don't put in place or that they put in place for make this not happen again to the next person?
Thank you. Can I ask a personal question? Is your mom okay?
Yeah, she's fine now.
All right, that's good.
She has to donate as a family.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so my other question goes to the Minister of Energy. Minister, sir, you spoke about the solar project. My question is, after the solar project and other energy expansion, what measures have you guys put in place, or are you going to put in place in the daily electricity supply to households that are, let's say, average households that doesn't have generator or anything as such? What are the things you guys have put in place actually for them to, or how many hours a day are they going to have light?
Okay, thank you very much. The other lady at the back, may I begin the last question? Wait, if you go short, you will get a chance. Yes.
All right. Actually, this not to the question, but the suggestion, please.
What's the short?
All right. This is go to the Minister of Energy. Do please, we need to review the workers that really work on the health side, especially the electric side, the electrician side. Because the bad lights in this country is really too much, and we are applying to the point. And I believe someone they go buy meter, the people they come up from health and they can't connect the cable where they pass to the pole. If the cable where we buy, you don't qualify, you don't fit for go to the meter, at least 10% you don't fit, and you know for even connector. If you connector, it will become a problem for you.
Thank you. Yes, you get the last word. Thank you, sister.
Hello, good. Very much, Mr. Minister. This is Ambassador. Ambassador, anyways. Work Radio and Success Media.
Yes.
Mr. Minister, I want to say, let God bless you for this opportunity we give you for see the minister there for ask the question. Honestly, these are the 2 most relevant this question go directly to the Minister of Energy. Mr. Minister, a few days ago, by Newcastle Street, I see a team, they come down, they try for vandalize a transformer. So as a good citizen, as I am, I try for interrogate with them. They put for me black ID card. They say no for ESA. I said, but I want to know, I try for call the communication person in a NEPO. but unfortunately, it not be go through. But one for know if you want to give the accreditation or that same that ID card they present to people there as the name of na Elsa Delio work. But Mr. Miss, please, I want to give you the opportunity for to fast track. Now we talk to each other by Newcastle to that bridge transformer. You know the currently, you know the because this money is never passing. I take a 1-2 snapshot for let them go for fast track and for me. These are at the top of the people of peace. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. And the last and final question we get time for today. May I just say quickly on the question about media access to the media. Even me when I'm minister, if I respond to every single media inquiry, I'm not able to do the work. If I take every media interview, I'm not able to do the work at all. So sometimes, we keep facilitating access. Then we also serve as gatekeepers. We also, if you get question, not to the minister in face, sometimes if you get question, you reach out to we get a whole strategic communication team. Sometimes we get information from them, and we can send person to go cover. Sometimes, yes, the ministers will go out and do the rounds, we can work with them, and do a lot of media access. But I also want us to put balance to that question. They say, the minister themselves not able for respond. And if you go to the minister in office, you say, oh, I go for interview, I'm a journalist, they are for the right for enter. Even me, I ask nothing on the card, see on the camera. But you know, get appointment. I can get back-to-back meeting. And if I don't give somebody 2 o'clock, that person I don't give that time, I get for meeting at 2 o'clock. So I just want to say, yes, President Bill in government and instruction to all layers, and follow maintain an unprecedented level of openness and transparency. Now, if we do this, not also have video, we discuss here. Ministers on table, come, open the floor, unfiltered, all my asking question, answer. Also, something we know, President Bill, I don't count that. So we continue in that culture as we go small, but we not say for, as say, we need for. We start with you, Minister, and then we come to you for close. Yes.
Thank you very much. I think about 5 major issues. We'll go through them quick one. So the first one, blood transfusion service. Again, you know, not a way you need blood or get blood, for go donate blood. You know, wait till they try to do that this country, they call it voluntary, non-remunerable service. What that means, say, people that they donate blood. When you donate blood, again, we're able to save this blood and filter as people that need them, let it available to them. So first of all, you can do family replacement. You bring 4 people that come for 2 unit blood. But what happen with the people that can get for testing first? If they get underlying condition, then we will make sure it's dangerous for them to transfuse, that they're not correct. They're not going to transfuse that. They're not going to collect the blood. So what will they try for do now to make sure say when things normal, when things quiet. For example, June the 5th or the 15th, June the 14th, the World Blood Day. So they ask people then for donate blood in large quantities all over the country. And they take more blood. We take the 1 unit blood, you give us 1 unit blood, now one thing now. But now we get system that we can take the 1 unit of blood, the blood get platelets. So then a platelet no more the person one. The blood gets serum. So now a serum no more the person one. They get plasma. So then a plasma no more. So you can take the 1 unit of blood, you share it into different parts, and we go able for sell plenty other people there. So the Daniel the Tribal Institute now. So now we get a network of the build in the country. So 1 day PCMH, so 1 blood transfusion center did it. We get one at McKinney, a major center where they collect blood for the whole northern region. In the next few weeks, we build one at Bow, we will do the exact same thing. And we get one at Kerrytown, we'll try to activate as well as we build a new service. The most important thing now, we'll get community-based blood drives. So you collect the blood, then we're able to create a network for the distribution and use. Now work in progress, and hope that we'll get a situation where they go desperately, they look for blood in the future. On the second issue of breast milk, what we call it referred to, God wonderful. God wonderful, because everything where the baby need in the first 6 months of their life, it is inside the breast milk. You don't need to get water, you don't need to get anything. The only thing we need for do now for letting mama eat itself, let it be healthy and strong. Because the bobby water, it get micronutrients, it get vitamins, it get everything, it get water where the beginning for growth. So now I'm able to say for Lord do exclusive breastfeeding over the 6 months. Because what happens if you begin, we then go begin give respect to the baby and what, now they lead to all the malnutrition. We then they go begin get water, where the water contaminate, and they lead to diarrhea, they lead to all kinds of problems where they make the begin and they die at their very early age. Exclusive breastfeeding are the way forward, and then when the people get very good transition, the RE2F we try to look for better ways for make sure that we get nutritious plant-based protein for support the baby there as how they grow. So now we work together on that, and I think so we're on the right path. On the physical rehabilitation center, we get this incredible place now, Lonely, and our sad was to say the people in Lonely encroach on the place and we'll try for evict them or pull them from money. But this is now one of the best centers that they create and the whole sub-region. We get a partnership with Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. Right now they're in the middle of training Sierra Leone for do smart prosthesis. Smart prosthesis where they're able for design and they get an MRI where they look the image and scan the image properly, then custom make the limbs for the people with electronics and everything. So right now they train, I think in the first cohort, they're not done in training, and get the second advanced cohort training. So we all and they don't come together. We know how to move this facility go other side. But it's not a natural home for them. It's important for them to work with the city council, work with the mayor and the group there, because other people are not trader, they get wood and board within the cell before they don't block the one whole place. Every now and again, I fetch with the go fetch with MP, Mary Conte, and people there for work on this. But this is a major national asset. We able to make smart prosthetic limbs, manufacture them also for the Sierra Leone people. And so I hear you think we'll try to work on it. Cheshire Home, and they go there, we go watch and see our best to support Cheshire Home. Mental health. As how the minister, we don't get cabinet conclusion for move forward with the mental health bill. Law officers then they craft the bill and finalize the bill, and we can go parliament for let them pass the law. The current bill, the law we work on, 1902. 1902. We authorize for any case manner for Ola, Lock and China, We change all and all and the mental health. I think so we all see that as we all get mental health issues. Mental health, not just psychiatric care no more. From anxiety to postpartum depression to all kinds of things. So again, not to see mental no more for them. We try to create a national system around the whole country. Right now, we first in a doctor and I'm there as a psychiatrist. So right now we get over 6 residents and we don't qualify. We get more in the pipeline with the training and residency program. At the same time, the social program, social welfare and social work at the number they increase considerably. So between the psychiatrist, the doctor, the social worker, with the hope for get a massive national-based mental health strategy where they allow all aspects of mental health from minor issue. Say some beginning a mental health issue. We don't know what's up. Then overactivity, anxiety, they fail for go school, somebody they went in bed, all these mental health issues where if we ignore them, it get consequences down the road. So we want to look at comprehensively and work with the whole country and work with the whole system. I don't want somebody they carry out. We get mental health, because travel can see mental health. We want to make sure that we decentralize the services throughout the whole country. And our work in progress, I want to work with everybody to make that happen. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Mr. Minister, we already reached 4 o'clock, so let me appoint to Una. Normally, absolute deadline and be 4 o'clock before end, so I apologize to the media house so they can relive. As we notice, we get 2 critical sectors now, so Mr. If you keep as sharp as you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I will try to answer all man. I think that I'll get about 4 or 5. Mr. They say more effort on lights. It says small reasonable can take it light. But it depends. I don't always use small breeze. You want small breeze and you want small breeze. But I suspect saying a problem with the line to the post or problem of the line to the transformer with the touch. So now issue will get for this. So now for calling that issue the 672 or to respond to that. Mr. Kamara say EDSA for privatize. After all that Boku negotiation, they based upon the problem we'll get to EDSA. After all that, the waiting will be the impact to the consumer. But waiting that we want him, number one, is that we want to make sure say we not require for top of lights again. All man go get lights, just like I breeze. You know, when you worry about that, in the breathing air. It shouldn't be a problem that we have to address. So we, that we want. Nobody not for the worry about lights like in life. You will get how when you need them. And we hope so when we prioritize, we will get reliable, affordable, and sustainable power we all man will get at the same time. Ms. Alaji say mountain courts, 2 connections, the court street and third street, sir. You say where lights can go and that a particular area, that street other side can get light and you not can get light. This is not constant problem with the Boko side, not only one side. So now that make when we privatize it, we will get a concession, possibly will come. I say this is volume 0 we will do, not even do volume 1 by the network. We'll get for build down street by street, meter by meter, cable by cable for build and back, all man will get proper power. And now Boko money that they for put into the system. Mr. Conte talks say he will try for me in 2 weeks. And they ask us the single biggest challenge per energy. He says transmission, distribution, financing, generation. Mr. Conte, all the biggest challenge, all. We need everything, okay? We can't just live with transmission, we need additional transmission. We need additional distribution, we need better distribution. We need more financing, we need more private dollars into the market for the all things better. So all of them at the same time. I cannot select one and say that day, if we solve that day will give you all proper power. Tiange Mansare, I'm so sorry about your mother, and so she's feeling better. What measures you say, how many hours a day we will get electricity, we will fix them. As I say, waiting we intend for doing this. Nobody not before we got electricity. I want to say that the electricity starts from 100%, 24 hours a day go get them, and all the way to, in terms of access, some man they go only get 6 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours, based on who's a day, and almost you will afford. But the idea is if you live in an urban center like Freetown, like Bowl, like Kenema, like McKinney, you should have access to electricity, which is close to 24 hours, at least 20 hours, and close to 24 hours as much as possible. That's the intent. Now that they will get for fed, for provide for all man. Okay? Somebody say for you the EDSA workers then, that issue of meter to pole and issue of the cable. So I don't know if they install cable meter and you host, then somebody say for buy this cable and also for from the pole to the meter, and that pole that cable begins back. That cable is the responsibility of EDSA for specify the correct cable, not go deal with any electrician or any person we call himself electrician. Now that one of the biggest problems we will get in Salon. Some man they call themselves carpenter, electrician, plumber. You can't work with them, they're not fit for the kind. So we have to be very careful. And that leads me to the other comment where somebody make about how it meets people and they vandalize transformer. We ask them for badge, transformer, black badge. If they don't get correct, we just issue badges to EDSA workers in the last 3 months. It has been EDSA, the logo for the day, the man in picture for the day, and if that, let it call in supervisor, let in supervisor answer within the day. You have the right as a citizen to stop them, let them identify what they do, what they do for, and if you're not satisfied, let them call in supervisor, let them self-verify. Thank you very much.
Excellent, thank you, Minister. Femi, we're out of time. I want you 1 minute for say final closing words.
Yeah, what's the while
you go ahead, you
put some force in whatever thing we do. Let me serve as community watchdog. Government property now we get them. We the citizens for safeguard them. Not going to advocacy. Community outreach. Then we try to reinforce that community service when I'm going to watch the transformer and it. They nurse them, they still get that plastic pharmacy doctor. It's interesting for those say, despite it's not about salary, it's about integrity. And you always tell us when they call government for increase on our salary, but on our attitude stink. And then I called us 3 weeks ago because of time, where I will supply that information to you. Even the man that the cost recovery for site savers, whole as he did, he was so arrogant. Even the nurses there, the way they talk to patients, and the first medicine that you approach to patients, keep healing. But some of them nurses there, no amount of salary can change them. What I suggest to them at Connaught, they need for people now, okay, when I go be a Kabbalah, care go kind of, they want the way they kind of the provinces, then they can work in the city. Let us see how to behave to patients there. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you. Minister just alert me, so you want to say something? 30 seconds. Yes.
Yes, I mean, they talk about the CLSD line when they want to say, I want very clear to that line. That line is very important to be all. They go through 5 substations: Kelema, Bikongo, Bumbuna, Fadugu Iben, and Kamakwe. But more importantly, they serve 8 districts in Asalo. So that line they serve 8 districts: Kujeon, Kelema, Kono, Tongolili, Konadugu, Bombali, Cambia, and Karen. So we get light possibility now all inside the day where we work.
On that note, I would say, we are all we got today. Excellent outcome. Plenty thank you for Unaka. I would particularly welcome and give a shout out to our friends from Italy who are here with us. They are called ESPO in stand up. And Minister, you just told me that they're here to help us build a comprehensive blood system, including training and process and all that. So they're here to support the Sierra Leone health infrastructure. Again, I really want to thank you to you, Dr. Debbie, and your team. When I really show up, when I really mobilize across the different sectors in the health, it shows that again you've really managed to build your whole team and for continuing to this work. Mr. Minister, thank you. It's your first outing here, but you have done a fantastic job. I think you don't dispel so many myths. We're out of time today. I just want to say thank you again to all the partners who make it possible for local. So I just want to remind you of 2 important things. Next week, we go to London for the Civic Day series, the London edition. Minister of Health, we do with me at the panel at London. And then on the 30th of June, in the city of Makeni, we will host His Excellency, the first Gentleman of the Republic, President Dr. Julius Maada for the annual presidential town hall. So everybody make a date, join me in Makeni. We'll already put out the call for let's send the questions, because we won't forget the questions in advance. So we'll work with His Excellency for make sure they respond to as many questions as possible. Until we meet next week. Assalamu alaikum.